Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be testing out another T6 Abyss Zealot. This is a fit that is based on using a single rep, and we're going to be doing the T6 Electrical Abyss. This is very similar to my previous fit I used with a single repper, and the only difference really is that we're improving upon the weaknesses of this previous fit. Is that the DPS is a bit on the low side, because here we're only using 2 heat sinks. In the new fit that we're going to test now, we're going to be using 3 heat sinks. So what I did was I replaced the thermal armor hardener with a heatsink. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to go, because I think we might have some trouble in Triglavian waves and also the Concord waves. But I think that maybe this reactive armor hardener will be able to compensate a bit, because it will be able to adapt over time and act as like a very strong resist module for a particular damage type, because we're actually lacking a lot of thermal resist, as you can see right here. It's the lowest resist we got right here. And then thermal resist is also the highest thermal, or like the most common or frequent incoming DPS type in the Abyss. So it's quite annoying, but the reactive armor hardener is really great because it can sort of adapt over time, and this all can compensate for our weaknesses right here. So we'll see how this goes. I think that the tank might be on the low side, but we do have a decent amount of tank. It's not like we've got like really bad tank right here, and I can show you what I mean by this. So if we go into Piffer right here, remove this, we can just take the fit. So we've got the fit right here, 545 DPS, but then we go with the high-grade Asklepians. High-grade Asklepians. Then we get 837 HP per second, then we put a weather effect, 704 HP per second tank. And you have to also remember, this is 748 HP per second tank with a reactive armor hardener. So with a reactive armor hardener that will adapt its resists over time, this is going to be very potent right here. And then also something I'm going to be using is Synth Exile. Give us a little bit extra tank, and then a hard shell dose 1. These are cheap boosters, so we can get 769 HP per second tank. So I hope this will go good. I really hope it will compensate for the downsides of the previous fit I used, because I feel like 2 heatsinks can work in the T6 Abyss, but sometimes I find it to be a bit borderline. I think it's a bit borderline in some situations. So that's why I think to be on the safe side when you're doing the T6 Abyss, it'll be good with the 3 heat sinks. But on the other hand, I think that maybe in terms of the tank, it won't be as safe. We'll see. And that's the main point of this test right here. We're going to check that out. So we'll go for Cataclysmic Electrical. And we'll just make sure we've got the implants in as well. Cataclysmic Electrical. Plug in all the implants with a non-grey. And I've actually got a copy of 3 implants. My fit is a bit wrong. And I've already got the implants plugged in right here. So we'll go to Abyssal Launch Site and get to work. Actually, wrong ammunition type. We need to get that done. I really hope CCP updates the visuals in the Zealot. I'm not a big fan of this asymmetrical design. It does have a lot of character, but I feel like it can be modernized a lot, because it's been the same model ever since it was made many years ago. Okay, let's activate the filament. Consume boosters. Or we can consume it when we get into the Abyss. Okay, we've got some lucid people over here and some general sleepers. Should be pretty easy and straightforward. Let's check for newts, because newts can be a bit of a problem. Not that it's a massive problem when we're in the electrical site, because I mean, look at that capacitor. But still. Okay, let's see now. 33, 39 kilometers. Okay, so we can shoot now. Let's get in range so we can use Conflag. Then we'll also use the Webifier. All these little drifter crews are actually getting in range first. I should have thought about them, because they love to get in close very fast. So Conflag directly. You can even keep range at 10 kilometers. Set the default range to be 10 kilometers. Yeah, we've already got it set to 10 kilometers. Great. And we're adapting damage over time. Ooh, that's some big rep cycles we had right there. Now we're having a big slugfest right here. See that massive rep? What was it? 1000 HP? Half our armor almost. Little 1/3 of our armor basically. The armor cycle. That's pretty crazy what we've got right here. I think our reactive armor hardener is going to be giving us a lot of EM resist because we've got incoming EM resist from those Scylla guys, yeah. Okay, getting close now. Zealot, let's do this. Got a really good DPS. We've got 927 DPS, and I should be using my drones to make full utilization of that. Can put these into a group. So now move drone into DPS 2 and use the Webifier, of course. So need to be careful that my drones don't take too much damage. Minus 70 or minus 50? Minus 70%. Upholder is a bit annoying as well. We'll take him out next. Lock him up and web him to pieces. Take the brute force of the 920 DPS. The brute force of Conflag. Now the drones are right here. At the time, 3 minutes have gone. Pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. Let's see now, what is a DPS with just 3 heat sinks? So we get 100 extra DPS. An eighth of basically the DPS is increased with one of those heat sinks. It's a pretty nice improvement. We can even make our way towards the transfer conduit actually, instead of wasting our time just keeping range like this. 4 minutes. First room. Put Scorch as the initial ammunition type. I think that'll be a good initial ammunition type, so we can just start doing DPS as quick as possible. Same way when I use this like retribution, you know, to snipe with beam lasers. Use Aurora first. You just start flicking damage the second you get into the site. Kikimoras, okay. I'll go for the ghosting Kikimora. It's going to cause a bunch of tracking disruptors and tanglers. Let's just get in close to these Kikimoras. Oof, shields. Shields just got knocked out right there. Let's go. Reactive armor hardener. Can soon get Conflag. There we go. Conflag. This is a pretty dangerous wave right here because the Kikimoras do a ton of damage. An absolute truck ton of damage. But we're also doing a lot of damage to them. Just blasting them to pieces like as if it's nothing. Oh my gosh, this is the slaughter right here. Need to lock up more targets. Oh, that was nice to see. We have got a tracking assist, so that is making it a bit biased towards us, so we're able to do full application. But generally speaking, applying to Kikimoras isn't the most difficult of tasks because they are destroyers. They're a little bit bigger than frigates, so bigger than frigates and a bit slower. So it usually isn't too difficult to apply to them, especially when you get up close like you are right now. Okay, great. What is the resist profile right here? 78 thermal, that's pretty decent. Go with this Kikimora, remove his remote reps. Giving a lot of reps to these friends over here, the Triglavian friends. Let's Kikimora. Lock up the rest of the enemies. That was a pretty quick one right there. We were at 4 minutes before, so at 16. It's only gone 2 minutes and we almost destroyed the whole wave. Okay, we've got Damas over here. 1k volley to that Dama. That was pretty good. Oh. Okay. I reckon it's because of this tracking bonus that we're doing so good application to Damavix. Usually we don't have this good tracking to Damavix. That's the benefits of taking advantage of these tracking pylons. It's a medium one as well. There can be better ones. The short ones are better. The short range ones.
But generally speaking, when I'm doing these tests, I don't like to rely too much on these things because it's not giving a good representation of the real world, because you may as well get a wave that has not got it. It's just a bit of an RNG, or just chance that you get a good tracking pile or a bonus. Okay. That was 4 minutes as well. Okay, Vedmax right here. Vedmax waves. We'll go for these Vedmax big DPS from these guys. Have we got any Starve as well? Ghost is over here, so they could be good to take out next. Okay, we'll get in range the Vedmax over here. Start doing damage to this guy with the Scorch. Attack with drones. Oh, we're gonna get a bit of damage from the Deviant Automatic Suppressor. Let's return those drones. Conflag. What is our range? 6.8 because of the ghost. That's not nice to see. Ghost is causing a lot of problems right here. We'll deploy the drones. Hopefully we're not in the Deviant Automatic Suppressor range. Yes, we are. I'll just go for the Vedmax. Let's get in, try to get in range. It's hard to get in range of this guy when we're getting webbed to pieces like we are right now. Reactive Armor Hardener working overtime. We're taking some big hits right there. Hopefully we'll be able to pull through. These are the kind of waves that really test your tank, because it's thermal resist, incoming thermal resist, or thermal damage. No drone support, so you can't have the drones distract them. Like if you have drones, okay, there's a chance that they'll switch aggro and make it so that you'll take less damage, break their spool, but now we're taking the brute force from all these Vedmax right here. And plus we got the ghosts as well, so we can't use our Conflag either. So we could have actually just gone and try to blast these down Vix, but I have a feeling that since our application is so bad, we'll probably just miss a bunch and not do damage to these guys. And plus there's a lot of NPCs on grid. They'll remote repair these guys, so that they'll be even more difficult to take out. And the webs, obviously. Let's try to pull range from this Deviant Automatic Suppressor. We'll go this way instead. That'll be good. The tank is holding, That's pretty fun to see with only a single rapper. It is a pretty expensive fit because of the dual multispectrum energized membrane A types, but still it's good. Okay, this guy wants to get really close. Let's go for the kill with Conflag. You want to get close, do you? Vedmac. 920 DPS is waiting for you with my drones. Please don't be in range. I think we're not in range of the Deviant Automatic Suppressor anymore. Never mind, we are in range. That range of that thing is crazy. Come on, blast that Vedmac to pieces. Good. Okay, now basically all the significant DPS is off the grid, because that's really what the Vedmacs are. They're just DPS chainsaws, those guys. See if we can use Imperial Navy Multifrequency. We get better tracking with this ammunition type. Can just pull range out of the Deviant Automatic Suppressor, then we'll be able to use the drones to help us a bit. We could even make our way towards the transfer conduit, considering that we've got nothing left, and just we can move towards there, and we're quite far away. Take out Ghosters, then we'll take out the Tanglers afterwards. Probably take out the Tanglers actually, because they'll help in the tracking a bit as well, since when you're not being webbed down, you can just pull a bit of range and improve your transversal. Helps a bit with your tracking. Pop him. Now Ghost, you can see how gradually our tracking is improving. The more Ghosters we take out, they're going faster and faster. And it's also because the way Triglavians work is that they do remote reps to their friends. So the more you take out, the less they have got friends remote repairing them. Just everything goes quicker the faster you take out the Triglavians. Plus we're in the blue cloud as well, so I think that's contributing a ton actually. Probably a lot more than taking out those Ghosters. Or the other ones. We can even use the... It wouldn't surprise me if we can use Conflag right here. Yeah, look at that. Conflag works like a dream. We've got penetrating shots as well. Oof. Without a web even. Okay. done now in 12 minutes, basically, or 13 minutes after we take out this one right here. So that was pretty quick. I'm pretty happy with that. The tank, I mean, I felt the tank was pretty decent. We were taking a lot of damage from these Vedmax, and as well, we let them spool up a lot because we were just using Scorch half of the time. So I think that was a pretty good tank test. Another tank test would be to get a Marshal Room because they do a ton of thermal resistance. That's the thing we're lacking most with ditching that thermal armor hardener. But I'm pretty happy so far. I felt pretty fast, felt tanky. I think this might be a very good balance to go with the T6 Zealot. Because just generally speaking, I've not been a big fan of using the dual reps because you have a bit of problem with the EHP. This gives a bit more room with the EHP. You see 21k. I mean, this is also pretty good right here, but I prefer to have an amount of EHP because ganker reasons and also just wrecking shots from stuff like Charybdis Tyrannus can be very helpful to have a decent amount of EHP. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. T6 testing right here. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.